Okay, guys, welcome to the show. We did the e-poll, and we'll talk about it, and not to give it all away, but there isn't much research on this, so it's really pretty much from everyone's point of view. Now, most Latinos, 30-something percent, no, 40-something percent, we'll get the, more believed that it was the mother that had been more impactful on the society. And I'm going to just throw it open to you guys. Why do you think that is, or why do you think that is not the case?
Well, I think it's from the beginning. The mother has the children. The children drink from the mother. She nurtures them. She is the gatekeeper of the home, the protector of the home. The father has an important role, but really the primary influence from the earliest infancy on through adulthood is the mother.
Tony,
I really
you're
feel
a dad.
that.
Do you think that your beautiful wife, Ada Maris, is more impactful because she was the body that gave birth, per se?
Well, I mean, she has more impact on the children, but certainly I don't think that applies for society as a whole. I mean, we're talking either the family or we're talking about society.
Well, let's
talking
talk about
society.
You think society
I think
is
the male dominates on the social level.
Let's
and
open
the
it.
government level and the business level,
Yes.
et cetera, et cetera.
And I think if in an ideal world, in a traditional environment where the mother can stay home and do the nurturing and all of this, but in the society we're in now, the woman may have to go out and fend for different reasons, divorce or separation or widow, and I think there the rules change, and the woman has to become what she hasn't been previously, and you cannot be nurturing when you're working in
40, 50, 60 hours a week.
yeah.
Then let's talk about politics, because that is societal. Why would it be that Latin America has, at large, been groundbreaking in allowing women into being world leaders? Because I do consider that a dichotomy.
Were they really women?
I never checked myself, Tony, but in my limited experience, I think they were. They had little facial hair
Hard
like
to
you.
believe. Hard to believe. But
no, I mean, and if you look at the history of Latin America, we are here in the New World because of Queen Isabel of Spain. A woman funded the whole thing. If all the historians are going to love me for this, Queen Isabel of Spain chose her husband. They told her who she was going to marry, and she said, no, I want Ferdinand as my husband. She broke all sorts of rules, and she went ahead, and she was the one that funded basically the discovery of the world. So we could say that the New World is here because of a woman, and I'm going to throw something else out of you, which is the Our Lady of Guadalupe, which is an icon that is becoming world known. I want to talk about what is it about females and Latinos that makes us so responsive to them as icons and as leaders.
Well, I'll tell you something. If you take it back to when the Spanish conquered the Americas...
That's taking it way back.
Well, yeah, well, we got to take it back to understand now.
Let's take it back.
You look at the Indian indigenous people, there was so much respect for the woman. I mean, all you learn in school is the Aztecs and the sacrifices and et cetera, but you don't learn that there was so much respect that the son would spend an ample amount of time with the mother to learn about respecting the woman, as the daughter would spend with the father to learn respect. And then when the Spanish came, they turned all the indigenous women into, and they treated them like a harem.
You've just been bleeped, but...
Oh, okay, I apologize. But they turned the women into their harem, and from that point on, men were taught subconsciously, generation after generation, oh, for me to be accepted as a man, I need to treat a woman like this, like a harem. You fast forward to today, you see that everywhere. I mean, machismo now is not a different definition.
Moctezuma did not treat his women like harem. I mean, who controlled the society in the Aztec world? The warriors, the men.
Correct.
I mean, certainly there was respect for the woman, but who controlled the society? The men ruled the roost.
What do you think about...
And those examples that you cited were exceptions to the rule. Isabella,
Eva
Perón, all exceptions to the rule, anomalies in very strong patterns of patriarch dominance.
Why do you think the U.S. hasn't had... I mean, it was Geraldine Ferraro. She's the only woman who has reached that highest level. What is it about this culture that stops women from running for president now?
Well, I think it's because to start off, running for office means you have to have a lot of money backing you. And money's going to come corporate, and corporate is run by men. And you have unions, usually they're run by men. One exception is Mariana Durazo, who is the president of the union.
Correct.
So you get all this support, but you get it from the male-dominated side. You don't get it usually from women. There have been instances where women have now started pooling their money, and they've created PACs so other women can get in politics. But I think we've only got less than 12 in Congress right now.
Being a world champion is special.
Being a doctor is special too, except you get to use your brains instead of getting them beat out of you.
Listen, boxing kept me and your sister and this whole family from having to eat dirt. I don't apologize for my dream. I don't apologize for anything.